Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I am going to discuss 10th canto, chapter 2, verse 33. This is a prayer by Demigods when Krishna is in the womb of Devaki. And this is a very beautiful verse, and there are many great secrets in this verse which devotees they feel blissful, and it's when they hear this verse offered by demigods to Krishna in the womb of Devaki. Okay, so this is the verse: tathā nate Mādhava tāvakāḥ kvacid bhraśyanti mārgāt tvayi baddha-sauhṛdāḥ tvayābhiguptā vicaranti nirbhayā vināyakānīkapa-mūrdhasu prabho. Here, this is a Hindi version I have got, but here the demigods are praying that, my dear Lord, the devotees do not fall down as the non-devotees fall down. There is a difference between devotees falling down and non-devotees falling down. Now, what's the difference? So, the difference is, Srila Prabhupada writes in this purport, one of the main differences is when non-devotees fall down, they don't have any protection. But when devotees fall down, there is a protection. Like for example, you have seen that circus. In circus, people who walk on the rope on a very great height and the balance. But you have seen that below there is a net, a safety net. Even if they fall down on the safety net, so they become safe. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada says in the purport that when non-devotees fall down, there is no safety net. But when devotees fall down, there is a safety net of Krishna. Krishna is there. Krishna is concerned about their fall down. That's the difference. Krishna is not concerned about the fall down of a non-devotee. For example, a non-devotee drinks alcohol. He has fallen down from religious principles. But if a devotee drinks alcohol by accident or by weakness of nature or habit, Krishna is concerned about him because he is a devotee of Krishna. And Krishna is planning how to pick him up back, how to reinstate him back in his original pure position. And that's what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 39.30. Apichet suduracharo bhaste mamananya bhak sadhureva samantavya samyavastisa. 9.31 is Shipram bhavti dharmatma shashvat shantim nikachati kaunteya pratijanahi name bhakta pranashyati. So, this is 9.31. In these two verses, Krishna says, yes, my devotee falls down out of weakness of habit and nature. I know it's not easy to be pure and to remain pure in this material world throughout life. He knows it will happen. But Shipram bhavti dharmatma, but he'll help to reinstate. So, one of the main difference between fall down of a non-devotee and fall down of a devotee is when a devotee falls down, Krishna is concerned about him. He is planning so that again he can reinstate devotee in his pure position. He is a safety net there. Now, another difference which some commentators comment, and that's very nice point, that when devotees fall down, Krishna uses their fall down to glorify them. And that's a very nice, that shows how intelligent Krishna is. That Krishna uses even our pitfalls and our drawbacks to actually glorify us. That is Krishna. And the example given for this is a person who is on the border, who is actually in the war, a soldier in the war. He might be fighting, and in the war he might be hit by a bullet, or he might have scars due to knife or something. Some enemy brings a knife and he stabs him, and then something like this. But eventually he wins the war. He comes back alive. But he has scars of that knife, of that bullet in his chest or in his hand, and then there might be many scars on his face. And when he comes back after winning the war, he is proud of those scars. He shows those scars. See, this is the scar which I got in World War I. This is the bullet I got in World War II. And that he feels proud about it. Similarly, when a devotee falls down, Krishna gives him the energy and the courage to come back up again. And when he comes back up again, and he actually brings himself up again from those habits, from those weaknesses, and he overcomes them. Then Krishna actually glorifies that devotee, and he says, see, he had this kind of habits, he has these kind of problems, but he had such a courage that he overcame them. So that becomes a point of glorification. Like, for example, Birumala Thakur. In his previous life, he was attached to prostitute and that. There's so many things happened. But then with Krishna's mercy and his courage, he left that prostitute and he went to Vrindavan and became a great devotee. And now we glorify Birumala Thakur for being a great devotee. From such a position, fallen position, he came to such a high position, and that becomes a point of glorifying Birumala Thakur. So that is the second point, the difference between fall down of a non-devotee and a devotee. And of course, so if we keep these 2 points in our mind, I think we will not fall down. Before we fall down, a devotee, these 2 points help us to appreciate the extreme intelligence and extreme mercy of Lord Krishna, and extreme Krishna's enthusiasm to glorify his devotees. This verse is so nice. It brings out so many qualities of Krishna, and once you get attracted to Krishna, then you never fall down. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.